everyone, it's Limsy here. Welcome back to my channel. So in this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how to create your very own floral resin coaster so you can try it at home too. This is perfect as gifts or a change of color on your table setting, especially for the holiday seasons. So here are the materials that we are going to use today. Firstly, I'm going to prepare a transparent base for the coaster. I have this big piece of acrylic sheet that requires some measuring and cutting. You can skip this step and find small acrylic pieces that are readily available in craft stores too. Or you can use mosaic tiles for a white or colored base. You can decide the size of the coaster yourself. Here I'm going to use the ruler and measure a perfect square of 10 by 10 centimeters. Next, cut out the pieces with the acrylic cutter and with the help of the ruler. I'm using a pretty thick acrylic for about 3 mm, so I need a few more strikes and effort on this one. Your hands need to be quite sturdy to hold the acrylic down. Though personally I prefer a thicker base, you can also use a thinner acrylic so that this step will be much easier. This acrylic cutter is different from the usual pen knife that we use. It has a hooked end on the tip of the cutter to slide your cut on the acrylic and create a deep embossed line so that it will be easier to snap the acrylic apart later on. There will be a lot of flakes flying out during the cutting process, so it will be quite a mess. Once this is done, place your piece and align the cut line right at the edge of the table. Hold one end of the piece firmly and on another hand, press and push your body weight down. Snap the acrylic into two pieces. Now that we have the base, it's time to arrange the flowers. This is the best part of the whole process. There are no specific rules on how you want to arrange the flowers. For me, I love arranging the leaves first, following along the bigger flowers so that the flow and composition are set first. Then I will put smaller flowers at the side to complete the whole arrangement. Here I use very vibrant and warm tropical colors. You can use any color or type of flowers that you want. You can make pressed flowers yourself or you can buy them in the craft store. All you need is to press the flowers from a garden or an existing bouquet between dictionaries and thick books for about 1 to 2 weeks. I'm thinking of creating a tutorial on how to press your own flowers, but that will be a next time. When you are satisfied with the arrangement, it's time to secure the flowers. Squeeze out some glue onto the old paper card. I'm using normal school glue here. Then, dab some glue with the old paintbrush and apply it at the back of the flowers. This way of applying glue is better as it is easier to spread glue all around the flat surfaces. You can also use the tweezers to pick up the delicate flowers if you have stubby fingers like mine. Last but not least, now it's time to apply the top coat of resin. I'm using UV resin here. Squeeze a good amount of resin at the center and on top of the flowers. You can do a few squeezes like how I do it here. Spread the resin around with the brush as it evens out on the entire surface. Make sure to check that all the flowers are covered with resin, as flowers have uneven thickness and the resin might not flow on the thicker ones. I love to have some bubbles here and there so that they look more natural. But if you want to get rid of the bubbles, use a needle or cotton bud to poke the tiny bubbles. Or you can use a lighter or heat gun if there is way too much to poke one by one. Don't be greedy when it comes to resin, as less is always more. If it's not enough, you can always squeeze more, but if it gets overflowed and starts leaking, it will be a sticky mess. Be careful as you slowly spread the resin to the edges and corners of the coaster. If the resin leaks, use a cloth or cotton bud to wipe away the excessive resin. And now your coaster is starting to look really beautiful. For the very last step, let the completed coaster have a sunbathing. Place your coaster on a clean old board and put it at a shaded outdoor area. Leave it to dry for an hour or two. If you are using normal epoxy resin, it will take at least a day or two to dry. But for us in this production studio, when we need more efficiency and the waiting time is a bit too long, we will use UV lighting and switch it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. And your coasters will be dried in no time. I hope you guys enjoy this floral coaster idea. I'm really happy with the results as these coasters turn out to be really beautiful. And I will also be giving away 2 coasters with your personalized name. Just leave a comment down below and I'll pick out one of you for this gift. We will also be featuring these coasters as gifts with purchase in my store soon, so do keep an eye out for this. If you try this craft, do take a photo and tag me on Instagram because I would love to see how yours turn out to be. I hope you all are enjoying this beautiful holiday season and I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye!